picking up where we left off. Oh my God, Miss Madera forgot to put her name at the top. Make sure you guys do that. The reason Miss Madera is such a pain about that lately is because I found 2 papers of notes with no name. I cried. Please don't make me cry. Put your name on your paper. And also, don't forget them in my room. That's another tip. Anywho, picking up where we left off, you just finished writing the definition of an exponent and a base. Now we're going to move on to our actual set of notes. You can use exponents to represent a repeated factor in standard form. The repeated factor is called the base, the bottom number. And then the exponent tells how many times the factor is repeated or multiplied by itself. Please circle by itself. What are you circling? By itself. You are not making the mistake of so many students do this from time to time. Let me get a Post-it. They accidentally think, oh, 8 to the second power. That's 8 times 2, which is 16. No. That is not what you are doing. So now that you have these notes, you'll know exactly what to do. So we're going to label the diagram below, which is the base, which is the power, what are the repeated factors, and what is the exponent. Well, looking here, look at these numbers that are repeating. They're the same ones. I'm going to go ahead and write that these are the repeated factors. The reason they're factors is because they are multiplying. Those are the pieces to a multiplication problem. That now I have these arrows to look at. I wonder what this is. I'm going to come back to that. I do know these littler pieces. This smaller number up on the top is the exponent, after going over Miss Madera's vocab from just a minute ago. This big number on the bottom, that's definitely got to be the base. So we did exponents, repeated factors, and base. That just leaves this new word, the power. Kind of what I was saying in the earlier example. This is 2 to the 5th power. So when all the base and the exponent are together, we would call it what power is happening. And you can solve it using repeated factors. Again, at any time you need to pause this video to write down what it is we have, feel free to do so. If you're ready, I'm going to continue moving on. Any expression written in exponential form, that's this form right here. Oh, they gave us a new example, such as 2 to the 4th power, or x with a 2 above it, is called a power, like we just talked about. Anything to the 2nd power can be called squared. Now there's a reason for this, and it has to do with geometry. When you're drawing on a 2D surface, a flat surface, there's 2 dimensions. That's why it is called squared when we get into geometry and volume, both 5th and 6th graders. When anything is to the 3rd power, it's called cubed when you think of 3-dimensional shapes as length, width, and depth. 3D, 2D, squares, cubes. That's where that comes from. Yay. Okay. Oh, here we go. When you read 10 to the 5th power, oops, I actually gave away the answer. If there's a 10 in the little 5, it really means 10 to the 5th power. Again, some of this might be old news and you already are familiar with this. Some of you, this might be, oh, Miss Madera, I needed help with this. Great. When you're ready, you can flip the paper over and move on to the next set of notes.